And not, I don't know. And then there's the next step further where they're even like making like an Instagram.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Stuff. And
my mate has an Instagram for his dog.
See?
He loves his dog.
Which, that's great. I'm all for that. I'm not bashing the people that do it. The ones that I'm bashing are the ones where it's like, oh, my daddy took me for a play date today with the dog park.
He does
and
that.
all that. Oh, no.
It is Morokaii with 2 Eyes. We're back on every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. We're going to be talking about pets this episode. We're going to be talking about people who have Instagrams for their pets, our experience, what pets we had, what pets we'd love to have. We could do anything. Mate, let's just deep dive.
Pets.
Pets.
Pets. Pets. Well, if we're going on the border of what pets have we owned, a lot of people out there, you might be surprised that the only pet I've owned, and it wasn't even mine, it was actually my brother's, is just a pet bird, and it was a budgie, and that was it. I've not owned a dog and or a cat. I'm like the
big fella COCKATOO, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know there was still some hurt there.
The bird actually did pass away. I remember I came home and I got to the cage. I got to the cage and it was just like chilling at the bottom, and I was like, oh, that's not good.
Chilling at the bottom.
Yeah. I was like, that's not good. And all that. And then, it was, unfortunately, it had passed away.
Did you poke it a little?
Well, tried to. I'd try to gauge a response and just nothing.
Yeah.
And stuff. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then it was weird, in the sense of, because, again, it being the only pet that I had, I remember calling mum. She was like, how do I tell my brother that he's pet birds? I don't know how to bring, it sounds stupid.
Yep.
Because it is, I suppose it's just a bird. But when the bird's been in your life for the best part of I think it was maybe 10, 11 years.
Jeez, that'd be nice, man.
And the bird would always be just outside my room.
Yep.
Near the computer area. And I would always walk past it to and from school, whatever, work. It was just there.
Yep.
And I'm I would rub its belly. So then, in a weird way, tell mum, and then mum was crying on the phone, and then I was going to be, and I was like, I'm crying over a fucking bird.
Yeah, but
I don't know, it was just odd, because I'm looking at it from the perspective of it's just a bird, but then I'm also but it was always there as well.
Yep.
I don't know, it's a weird feeling, and I was like, I don't even have the heart to tell my brother, oh, I came home,
I didn't know they had a big lifespan. I know that I would see it in the cage a lot. Did it ever go out of the cage, fly around the house? Every
now and then, we'd have it chilling and all that. I remember so many times, it was weird, not weird, but sometimes you could pat it, but then other times you go to touch it, and it would just bite you. And mate, birds' beaks are fucking sharp.
They're a bit
it is such a pinchy sort of, and you're whoa.
I remember my nan had a cockatoo, and
that is sick.
And every time we go, it would start talking to us hello.
See, I think that's awesome.
Oh, not for the neighbours.
Yeah, true. From that perspective, probably not. But now I suppose, my partner, she's got 5 dogs.
Jesus.
3 horses, 1 Shetland pony, and 3 cats. And then there's a ton of wild snakes on it, but they're not pets, obviously. there's a ton of snakes.
She just claims them as there,
just
right?
all of the pets. But no, her dogs are really chill and all that. I obviously grew up with mates and family members that did have dogs, but never had them as myself. I suppose, I've got eczema, so as an allergy, pet air can set my skin off wildfire.
Can it really?
Yeah, so I need to bulk up on tons and Zyrtex, tons of antihistamines.
Oh my god.
Yeah, especially if it's long dog hair. I will be itchy there's no tomorrow.
Jesus, that sounds terrible. I don't like getting a lot of dog hair on me. I don't like having pets in general. I would love playing with puppies and kittens and all that stuff. And I don't mind if someone I know, I live with my brother. If my brother got a cat, I think I could deal with a cat.
They're so
independent.
It's then they are, and mate, my partner's cat, it is such a 50. Sometimes I'm well, look how cute he is. He's chilling. Other times, I'm mate, I will bop you there's no... I would never actually, obviously, hit an animal, but when you tell an animal off...
Yep. Do you know what pisses me off the most? Is those pet owners where... Because I'm from the valley, right? So, our dog slept outside.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Okay? They grew up like that. That's their environment.
Yeah, they're on some land, they can run around and stuff like that.
It's no big deal to them. It's their life, right? The pet owners who are so stuck up about... No, you can't let them sleep outside. They have to sleep inside on the
and
bed.
sleep on our bed.
They have to sleep on the bed. No, I think if I was in a relationship where that would be a serious issue for me. If I was in a relationship where someone's like, no, the dog sleeps on the bed, I'd be like, the dog sleeps on the fucking ground or outside.
Well, so I'm so glad you bring this up because, again, coming from Mr. No Pets himself and having a partner that lets her pets sleep in, like, her room and all that, like, they've got a bed under the bed. But there was one night where, like, one of her dogs was, like, chilling on the side. Mate, I've never jumped so much in my life. I was just like, what the fuck is it? Because it was like licking my foot.
Yeah.
I just remember being like, oh, what is it? Oh, what the fuck? I'm like, full like panicking, mate. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, sort of thing. Like, it's just a different world.
Yeah, it is so fun.
It's just a completely different world. But I think, as you would be well aware here, you got those mates and like they start treating their pets as like their babies.
Oh, they're gross.
And all that. And so it's a bit like, I'm all for, I get it, like you love your pet, like it's family and all that, but like it's just a bit much.
Some people go overboard. Some people go overboard.
Like, and big time.
Yeah, they treat they're actually cooking their pets like full on 4-course meals and shit like that. I'm like,
it's getting a bit ridiculous.
Mate, come
Full
on.
Getting Pampers and all that. And I don't know. And then there's the next step further where they're even like making like an Instagram.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And
my mate has an Instagram for his dog.
See?
He loves his dog.
Which, that's great. I'm all for that. I'm not bashing the people that do it. The ones that I'm bashing are the ones where it's like, oh, my daddy took me for a play date today with the dog park.
He does
and all that. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm sorry, but like, my thing is, right, surely you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're like, what the fuck have I just read?
Do you know what?
I'm sorry. And then the fact that you have the audacity to then sign into your own account and comment being like, love you, Trixie. Like, sort of thing.
That's...
I'm like, what are you doing?
Mate, that's
what are you doing?
Let's see. I actually had a mate who...
because I've got a mate who's got their own pet's Instagram as well.
Oh, dear. I had a mate who... I'm going to see if I can find it right now, if he's still got it up. Yeah, he does. Oh, beautiful. So I had a mate
exposing our mates.
He's gonna love this. He's really successful now, so he can take this. He can take this hit. He can take this hit. So I forget what. He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
So obviously there was a reason behind this, but he made a Instagram for dogs where he would do little cute captions. And I'm guessing he was going to grow it and grow it and grow it because there's some pet pages that are just nuts.
Oh, there is. No,
people
most
are obsessed
definitely is.
with their pets. Anyway, I'm just going to click on some random ones, but. If you can see, there's just pictures of dogs. Right? There's all pictures of dogs. Do you see this? Okay. I'm going to go into some random ones. And he's a smart guy, so I would see some funny captions, but I'll also be like, you don't own the dogs. But, all right, so I'm going to click on a random one. We've got a dog biting another dog's tail playfully. I haven't read it yet. Let's see what the caption is. Sometimes chasing your own tail is just too hard. How cute. Let's go to another one. He had good captions for all of them. We've got a dog laying on a sleeping dog. The ultimate cuddles. We've got...
You know the worst part is, right?
He uploaded that. I've got a dog laying down with 2 kiwi fruit as its nuts. That's hit me a bit different. And he wrote, "Hey, my eyes are up here." So again, he's a smart bloke.
Yeah, he's playing around. The worst part is, I know full well, right, that some of these photos have got like thousands of likes as well.
Oh, well, I think
and like hundreds of thousands. Like that's
when he listens to this episode, he's going to have to hit me up for the reason behind it because I'm looking through. I've liked most of it.
Yeah,
well,
as you do,
as a mate, you got
to support him.
So there's got to be a reason behind it, but some people are obsessed with their pets and then growing their Instagram page.
It's just crazy to me. What are your thoughts on sort of those like pet shows?
They're weird
and stuff.
They're
like
weird,
that.
but do you know what's good though? Okay, let's compare like a fucking dog show, to a child beauty pageant.
Well, I would much rather go to a dog show than a beauty pageant for children.
Yeah, 100%. When you're watching the dog shows, they're running around, they're getting treats, they look happy as anything.
Yeah, most definitely.
So couldn't really care less. I'm just like, oh, well, it looks like they're having a ball. Kids beauty pageant. There's some shit going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like it at all.
I know that we've vaguely touched on it in the past about like,
And I don't know about horse racing either, right? So maybe if the expression on the horse's face was a bit different.
Well,
but when I see that they're getting whipped and the constant training they're being put on, I'm like, is it okay?
Well, see, like that's the thing. So, like obviously my partner has horses and all that, and I asked her because I feel like you have those people that ride horses that are like, yeah, that's cool that they're race or they're like, no, I don't like it. Everything that I've been told, I get that like if a horse injures itself during the race, like they quote unquote like call it a day. And all that. But then I also hear that, like, yeah, some horses that break down in the race, they then go and, like, live their best life. Like, they get, like, well looked after, they get well maintained and all that. And the reason why these horses is because, like, they were born to race.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like that. It's not like the owners were forcing the horses to, like, that's actually, like, they are born and bred and raised to, like, the money going into these things are hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Like they're like the horses that race. Think about it, like as humans, right? Those ones that you're seeing in the Melbourne Cup and all that, they are like our version of like celebrities. Like those horses, like you're famous, like.
But because we have no idea. Your budgie, for example.
Yeah,
we have no idea. You fed it all the time. You looked after it. Had a long, good life. We have no idea if that bird was just living, like it was loving life, or if it was like, I'm fucking trapped and I don't know what to do. Same with like the dog's facial expression's always so happy and so
they're always smiling back at you.
How sad is it? I reckon one of the saddest videos I can see is when there's those dogs that are at the pound and they've been so mistreated that they just curl up in a ball and they look so
distraught, like upset.
Depressed. And to actually go in and pat the dog, they have to sit down and keep nudging back slowly, sit with the dog, not touch it, and then the next move they do, they just put their hand out. And they just keep slowly going and making sure they're okay.
Steps.
So with dogs, I can see the expression, like they look happy, they feel happy. And there's definitely times when they look fucking sad.
Yeah,
and they
most
look
definitely.
But I couldn't tell that with a fucking dolphin.
Yeah.
I have no idea if a dolphin's like at SeaWorld loving life or hating it. SeaWorld's pretty fucked though.
Yeah, I've heard so many stories.
Whales have another level of intelligence. I know sea creatures, like certain sea creatures, they actually have, especially like dolphins.
Yeah, dolphins have like real good IQ and stuff like that.
So I wonder if we can understand that, and there's like people who are experts in that field. I keep hearing that they say like it's horrible. They shouldn't be in there.
That's the same as though like zoos and stuff. Like for example, like you've been to Thailand yourself and all that. And like, mate, I remember going to Thailand, or even like it's like they drug up the animals.
They do,
so that way you can take photos with like tigers and it's kind of like fuck, like I don't know, like it's kind of crazy like what they can get away with. Well, maybe not necessarily get away with, but like I don't know, maybe like the people aren't fighting for like the right thing.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong, like it's a cool experience.
Yeah.
And all that. Like that's like really cool, but like at the same time, like
what are they going through?
Yeah, like we're not seeing like the closed doors, like, mate, these people that are like whipping these elephants, like not really giving them enough feed or like the space to roam around freely.
I think of there is no mammal that's above us. We are top, right? There's none.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe if it was something like a movie where the Planet of the Apes, they rise up.
Oh, that'd be
Don't get me wrong.
scary.
If they had the intelligence, then hand to hand, they're going to fuck us up.
Oh, most definitely.
They're going to fucking destroy us. But right now, there is no higher intelligence than us. There is nothing that comes even close. It's weird to think about if there was something
above
us that came to Earth, and then it was like, no, we're running the show.
Yeah.
And then they treated us like animals.
Yeah. Oh, dude, how crazy would that be?
That would be fucking terrifying if maybe I was treated like a chicken.
Yeah.
And me and you were just fucking
in a coop, mate.
In a coop,
chilling.
just fucking chilling, waiting for death.
Yeah.
Oh,
waiting for death, eating just like the bare rations of food.
And every time we're trying to like scream and communicate with them, it's like a being we've never seen before, and they just don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like they just
there's that communication barrier.
They just don't see the pain we're in, and that's what animals could be.
That's like, how have you seen that you can get like these buttons for like dogs and stuff like that?
I have seen that. They can get pretty intense.
Yeah, well, see, for me, because sometimes like, no play, want food, and I'm like, I'm fucking confused, right? In the sense of, is that, has the dog somehow like mastered this, or like we just like, oh my god, like we're blown away when really like it's just them being randomly hitting buttons?
No, I think that the owners spend a lot, and I'm talking a lot of time with those pets. So if you're constant, because you got to have a lot of free time if you want to do that. If every time you feed your dog, you grab their paw and put it on the need feed, every time you go out and take them for a run or take them to play fetch and you press it, the dog will get used to that. Surely they would. Surely even a really lower intelligence, like they'll actually start to pick it up. So I think if you're really working with your pet a lot, they do get used to it.
Because even like you hear the classic saying, like if you've been having a shit week or a bad day, like I think it's like cats can like tell. So like if you like own a cat, like your cat will always be like near you if you're going through like a rough, like they just know, I guess, which is like pretty crazy that like they can pick that up, or like that aura, that energy sort of thing, I guess.
I find it weird that we're all used to it. And I mean that is in like we make up these, let's say there was no animals on Earth.
Yeah.
There was none. But we had like the stuff you talk about, like vampires and angels and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And we're just like, oh, that's crazy. If someone fucking plopped a zebra in my backyard and I didn't know what an animal was, I'll be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What is that magical beast?
Yeah.
And we've got so many, like fucking hedgehogs, possums. Possums fuck me up.
Yeah.
Like, it's just odd. There's a ridiculous amount of animals. There's stuff in the ocean that is crazy to me. Yeah. The fact that going deeper and deeper into the ocean, there's stuff that is undiscovered.
That fucks me up, man. That's a terrifying. Knowing that, like, man, you hear like the giant squid.
Yep.
And that thing is fucking huge, right? Knowing that there could be potentially something even bigger than that is fucked. It's the same as like a great white shark or sharks in general, man. Like us as humans are so fearful of sharks. Mate, what happens if there's something bigger than the great? Like I know like people are like, yeah, the megalodon, for example, like another type of shark and all that. But like, mate, what happens if there's something bigger than that again?
Mate, see what?
Because the sea just goes forever.
What happens if there's something like a fucking Big Bang again?
Well,
you know what I mean? Everyone's just like cruising, living life. Mate, just tomorrow, something could happen and just snap.
Yeah.
Oh god, fucks me up. That's a weird thought. It's a weird fucking thought.
Even the fact like, I mean, Spy Kids was pretty good at this, but like fusing animals together. Like the actual like spider monkey, and it was like the spider body with like the monkey like torso.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah, this is a bit random. I know this is off topic, but I thought you'd find it cool as well. I saw on the internet this guy that I purchased. It was like $2. It was Excel spreadsheet, and it completely plans out your day for you. And this little tick box, so you can put like, did you brush your teeth? Did you go to bed before 10:30? Or did you eat this meal? And you can tick it. And then at the bottom, it automatically comes up with a percentage.
Oh, okay, right.
So you can track your day and go like, fuck, Monday, Tuesday, I went terrible.
Yeah.
Need to really get back on it. Like I have not brushed my teeth or whatever, and you keep tabs on it. So I got one of them, but that was a TikTok, and then I went through the TikTok and purchased it. After that, I obviously got recommended things that were similar, and one was a Stitch, and one guy had like a full setup where he had his stats done. So if he went and did a certain sport that week, he'd give himself an extra % in confidence, and he had like a full spreadsheet set up.
Okay.
Do you know what I think would make humans, and I know for me personally, tenfold fucking better? If I had like a visual somehow, like I could blink a few times and a visual stat list came up for my health, my power, my intelligence, my confidence, my honesty, all this stuff, and I saw the levels, and I could go, and I start studying. I study for an hour, and I see nothing, and I'm like, nah, you need to go harder. And it hits you because you're like, you think you did something, but it's still the same.
Well, I think
and
that'd help me out a lot.
You keep going,
Man,
and then after 4 hours, it goes up like 0.5%. You're like, fuck, all right. But I've boosted that up.
Yeah.
If I'm seeing my stats go up, cunt,
yeah, like your own like little attribute.
Yeah, or if like the next week I'm eating, like I've started a new diet and I'm working out, and then I see my strength go down 1%. I go, fuck, what the fuck has happened? That is not for me. That is, I need to change my diet.
Imagine that, seeing like strength goes down like, say 2.2% or like 2%, but then like energy goes up So you're like, oh
Finding
shit,
a balance, yeah.
that's crazy. That is such a cool idea.
I would love that.
Because I feel like, man, I would definitely do it. Because fuck, I know there's days where I've slacked big time.
Oh,
And,
definitely.
and I'm like, I feel a little bit guilty. But man, if I had
If I saw like
thing,
a 5%
Yeah.
gone, I would be like, nah,
or even if
get
it's
out of
just
bed.
like, even like, and this is kind of a bit dark in this sense, but even if it was like life expectancy, like say like I got given 85, and I just see maybe I've had like a week of just bit slacking and all that, and then it's like 85 shifts down to like 82, I'd be like, oh nah, like nah,
Yep.
like and all that. Not like obviously not a massive clear indicator, but I'd still be like, fuck, I need to really like change some shit.
And it'd be good too. You could like, before you go to bed, you look at it and you go,
Yeah, you
know, my
can
confidence
reflect.
has just gone up by 3%. I don't think I did anything different. You look back in your day and you go, oh, actually, like I said hello to a couple of people I've never met before, and just really
That's
deep
a
diving.
really cool. I like that. I like that a lot by you.
I'd be all about that. That'd be cool. You just level up your character constantly.
Yeah. Well, you're not even leveling up your character. You're leveling up yourself.
Yeah. Would you, if it was an option and it wasn't frowned upon, not frowned upon at all, you had a baby girl and you could arrange marriage her, would you do it?
Fuck, that's a tough question. What? No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay. What happens if she's brought home a couple of questionable guys and you're like, I think her taste in men is just not good. Like, I'm seeing a pattern here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe I'm just in the sense of like, you just got to experience life for what it is and all that. Because even like arranged marriage, like, I know that still happens in some countries today and all that. Like, that law is still like a thing. But like, just because like you're going to marry your daughter to some rich family, like that doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to be treated right either, though.
Yeah, exactly. And then it comes back on you, doesn't it?
Like yeah, because it's like, well, yeah, but you decided this. Like, you planned this for me. It's like, yeah, like, because I wanted you to be with someone successful, so that way, like, I know that you're better. But like, just because they're rich, like maybe like the husband doesn't spend like any time with them. Maybe he treats them like they're a second option because they're so rich. They get with other like, you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I'll switch this to end it, because we're at the very end. I find this very dark, and I know this is switching up again, but I was thinking about it the other night, and I've thought about it before, and it is extremely dark, but it's like real. There was on the news the other night, there was like two girls that were like 19, 18, right? And they went through Melbourne, and they went through this certain back street or corridor or whatever, and there was like a group of 7 guys, and they got raped, right? To me, that is like just horrible.
Agree.
Other than pedophilia, stuff like that, like taking advantage of someone sexually is just like a new level of just disgusting. It's always fucked me up to think about, okay, the trauma they're going to go through would be hard. But if you're really close to them, like let's say you're a boyfriend, a father, or a best friend, like what do you do? Like you find that out. What can you do without going to jail?
Yeah, that's very true.
And what can you do if they get caught anyway and say they got 5 years, right?
Yeah, well, it's not enough.
And no, I know it's not enough, but
damage.
there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And that part always fucks me up, that the people have to go through that. First off, the victim is worst off at all, but feeling helpless and feeling like you can do anything.
Yeah.
Like if it happened to someone really close to you, like I couldn't imagine what it'd feel like to have a daughter and something horrible happened to them. Imagine something like, we'll go a bit lower down, but this is still horrible. Sometimes there's some just crazy guys out there that hit women.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Imagine coming home and seeing your daughter has a few bruises on her face.
Oh, you'd want to
murder them.
genuinely kill them.
You'd actually want to kill
There's
that
no,
person.
there's no like, oh yeah, like there's no drawing the line. It's actually like, you fucking hit my daughter, like you get what's coming to you.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. I just don't care about the consequences. You will get what you deserve.
Yeah. But you hear about it all the time, the people that actually do cause the damage, retaliate, and then they're in jail. They don't regret it as such, but fuck, it doesn't fix the problem.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I swear I've seen
then it makes it
interviews.
even, it actually makes it even worse.
Because now their father is in jail, and now they're more alone.
Yeah. And feel less safe and stuff like that.
To deal with that would be just...
it's just a fucked experience, though. The fact that happens, though, because now those two girls, man, like, they don't even want to go anywhere at night.
I can't blame them. And then their relationships are going to be fucked in the future.
Yeah,
like
well,
they're gonna
there's no trust and all that, because that's going to take forever to rebuild. Like, it's just fucked, man.
It's something that's just going to be traumatic. There's not someone that can just...
But I think that's even the fact of, even if we're two males that live in Melbourne, like, the fact that, and this fucked me up, and I know, again, we're right towards the end, it's audio only right now, the fact, though, that you and I drive our cars around wherever, 9 times out of 10, I would say the car's unlocked, the doors, like our car's just open.
Yep.
I would say most girl mates that I know lock their doors when they drive. I never knew this.
Yeah, interesting.
Because the thought as a male, like, and it sounds, it's shit, and but like the thought as a male, like, my thought is never like I'm going to get pulled out of my car, like if I'm just like driving down the street, like.
My worst thought is I might get into a fight.
It's never actually crossed my mind that could happen.
Yeah.
But now, because I've got that insight of like, so now, like, if a female is in the car or whatever, I've noticed now I probably do lock the doors just as like that peace of mind safety for them.
Yeah.
But I don't even, it's the same as, mate, like we could seriously, I could come back later tonight, we could walk around where you live.
Yeah.
And like, don't get me wrong, like maybe if I saw a group of like a couple of teenagers, I might be a bit like, well, I'm a bit, not like scared, but a little bit on edge, a bit on notice. But I'd still happily walk around here, like jog the block at night. But if I'm a female, as soon as it's dark, it's probably like, yeah, no, I'm not leaving the house. See, like, it doesn't, I don't know, like, it's crazy.
It doesn't click for me either. I don't think about it either. And my girlfriend, she's fucking tiny. She's so tiny. I joke about, like, to her, I'm just like, fuck, you'd be so easy to pick you up and just take you, like, as a joke. But in reality, I think, like, I actually don't want you to go anywhere.
That's what I mean,
by
man.
yourself.
Like, it's kind of fucked.
Like, I really don't. It is a weird thing. There's just some people that are fucked out there.
So, and it's fucked that, like, all females will grow up experiencing that fear. Because then, it's even like, oh, did they make it like men aren't allowed out past this certain time so then females can feel safe? Like, how?
I've always thought that the only way you can fix that is the punishment's like fucking horrible.
Yeah, correct.
It's not time in jail. If you're convicted, like if you're properly like, there is footage, there's everything. Like you're done, dusted. Make the punishment fucking gruesome.
I get that right now, like Luke and myself are probably making the podcast sound like, oh, it's all men. And it's not necessarily that all men can do it, but like so often the cases are males that are doing the damage. Like, yes, it can happen to males as well. We're not fucking saying that it can't, but the stories and all that, it's fucking what, like 50 stories that are male to maybe 2 that are female.
Yeah, there's a
massive gap.
Yeah. But there's always going to be people on the other side of any crime, but it is male dominated.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I would.
It's just a bad taste.
It is a bad taste, but I can't. I just sometimes it doesn't feel real when I hear about these stories and things like that. I'm just like, that's fucking horrific, and I've never met someone that's like that.
It's the same if you go on a night out, or even say you're with your partner now, and you're walking beside the road. Do you make sure that your partner is on? So, like, you're walking beside the road, not your partner.
I think so.
Yeah. I think I do it, and not on purpose. It's just like I just do it, and I've always done it. Or even if like we're walking like in the city or like through like a nightclub, I just make sure like the female's in front of me, not behind.
Okay.
And all that, like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's just Yeah,
some stuff becomes second nature after a while because you want to protect them.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most fucking definitely.
From pets to craziness.
Yeah, just
that's
like
Morokaii.
That's Morokaii at its best, boss.
Talk about everything and anything.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Morokaii with 2 eyes. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Boom.
Boom.